It's inevitable. Sometimes you're the prey, sometimes you're the predator. It's
4.5 miles. Turn left on North Main Street.
There's no one that is tough all the time. There's no one that is a predator all the time. Even eagles, lions, things in the wild, they may be a type of predator, but sometimes they're prey. Man is the biggest predator, but yet we're also a lot of times the prey. And today, that's what we're gonna get into. We're gonna get into a story of my granddaughter that I just heard this week. So, buckle up, stay tuned, because it's 10 Toes Tuesday. That's right, it's 10 Toes Tuesday. I always taught my girls that to basically not be run over, not be taken advantage of, that they should not condone violence or start anything, just like my dad taught me, but you always finish it. This week, this happened to my granddaughter. Now, for the record, my granddaughter has started school, and she is on the spectrum, the autistic spectrum, call it what you will. Very bright, very lively young lady, but she started school. When she started school, there were these little boys that picked on her. Now, these kids may be on the spectrum. I'm not sure because it's in another state, but I'm pretty sure that most people in this class are on the spectrum. And it takes years to get a diagnosis and get help and, truly have someone that is willing to take the time to, first of all, see if that is the case. So it usually takes, between what I've read and what I've heard from other people, it's about 5 to 7 years. That's constant doctor's visits and evaluations and things like that. Just to give you a broad overview of what we're dealing with. And there's a lot more today than there was when I was growing up. So I don't fully understand it, but I'm trying to learn more about it. Little boy comes into the classroom, and him and this other boy had been picking on her, and they would fight often. And the teachers would split them up.
Then take the third right.
Granddaughter just started this new school, and in came a little boy who had gone to the other school. I think I've said that, but we'll say it again. And immediately, my daughter told the teacher, hey, you might not want to let little Johnny and my daughter interact together too much because they fight. And the teacher said, okay. And it went in one ear and out the other. So the day progresses. Everything's going good. My granddaughter remembers, yeah, you guys thought I was weak. You thought I was soft. You thought because I'm a girl that this was okay. But I ain't forgot. I got some unfinished business to take care of here today. And we gonna take care of this today. Day progresses, and again, they leave the little boy and her alone. Lo and behold, I don't know where she learned this from, because I have not taught her this. I promise you, I have not taught her this. But she took
turn right at
foot,
the traffic light,
straight up heel kick to this boy's face and proceeded to drag him around the classroom. Now, there is one thing that she did in here from me and from her mom. Once I am mad and once the violence ensues, you're not getting me up off of you. So they had a very rough time. They said she heel kicked him, so she took her head, planted it in the middle of his forehead. He falls over, and then she stomps, grabs him, and he has dreads, and she drug him around this room, punching just on him. She was on him. And so I asked my daughter, hey, I'm proud of her for sticking up for herself, but we can't have this in school. How many days did she get suspended? Well, that's the beauty of it. There was conflicting stories. Little Johnny's mom said, oh, I know her from the other school. Her and my boy play together. Yeah, your boy was beating up on my granddaughter. My daughter tells them, keep them apart. So now they have to figure out how to keep these kids apart after she then skull stomped and drugged this little boy. And I don't have the audio that she sent me. I don't know how to save this on my phone. I've tried. But the prey turned into the predator that day. Now, this can happen to you. It's happened to me. This is a constant, that we think that sometimes we are the biggest, the baddest, the best. Mommy told us we are the best at everything. Mommy told us nothing was gonna hurt us. Daddy told us this. And we now are in a realm that we feel we are entitled to things. And there are people that are watching. Just got off of this soccer field, and that semi happened to me today, but I will not be prey on a soccer field. I am the predator. When I get on that field, it is my job to keep everyone safe. And I cannot do that if I am timid, if I am scared, if I am weak. Now, the other thing that I have to remember is decorum. I have to phrase things in a certain way. I have to make sure that steps are taken where if things escalate with words or whatever, I am able to articulate myself, that I'm able to write down what happened, and that they know exactly what happened, so it doesn't blow back on me. When I'm talking about a predator, and I'm not talking about I'm going out and I'm fighting on this field and I'm doing these other things. A lot of times, predators use pen and paper. Predators use this. Predators will use your emotional instability to upset you. And yes, it's a hard job, but I love it. I don't know if my granddaughter will have any more incidents, but usually she is a loving child. However, when people that meet her and think that they're going to get over on her, that are her age, they quickly find out that she is not going to go for that. But yet she is still the prey because she is a little girl and she needs protected, just like every other child needs protected. So even though these two children are fighting in this room, they're still vulnerable, not just because of their age, but because they are on this spectrum. I don't know if that's gonna help you. All I know is she stood 10 toes down, wasn't gonna let anybody bully her. I'm not gonna let anybody bully me. No, he didn't throw the first punch, but he had picked on her long enough where when she found her opportunity, she literally jumped on it. So yes, I'm proud of my granddaughter. And I'm proud of my daughters because I teach that and I believe that. You may not, and that's your right. You do not have to do that. You can say, I don't condone violence. That's not the answer. It's never the answer, and that's bullshit. Because while we're sitting up eating cupcakes and in our house and doing things, there's people that are out there fighting wars. There are people that are out there that are dying every day from violence. But if you don't realize that there are actual threats out there and prepare yourself for some of this, you're prey. I don't care how big you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender you are. If you do not realize that there are entities and people out there watching you, waiting for opportunity to hurt you, you're prey. And with that, hey, until next time, and there will be a next time, I'm out.